Hello, my name's Tim Norris. I'm the CEO of Ag Infotech in Gambier, Ohio. We're a precision ag company. We sell Ag Leader, Trimble, Soil Max, and Orthman products. And we're here at the National No-Till Conference in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I was talking about Optrix and GreenSeeker crop sensors, so on-the-go variable rate nitrogen sensors, and the new technology that's being used to actively or accurately predict the amount of N that a corn crop needs while you're going through the field.
For dealers, which you are, what are some things that you've kind of learned, or your experience with kind of selling crop sensors?
Okay, as a dealer, one of the things when we looked at this technology, we were very skeptical at first. And first off, we had to kind of prove it to ourselves. So we used the system on our equipment, on our own farm, and we actually did some trials there. We did 11 trials in 2010. The results seemed very positive, so we tried to repeat those in 2011 with a customer. One of our customers bought a system, and we tried to start out small and kind of get our feet wet and just work with a couple growers there. And so we did some trials on that customer. We looked at about 1,000 acres of corn where we used the on-the-go sensors. It was the Ag Leader Optrix sensors. And we were very pleased with the results. Between 2010 and 2011, we had about a $49 per acre advantage where we used the sensors versus where we didn't. Some of the challenges that we had, one was proving the technology to ourselves, two, proving the technology to our growers, and another big challenge that we had was the equipment that we're using today is basically geared towards corn up to that V5, V6 period. So once that corn gets to that V5, V6 stage, it's almost too high for our applicators that we're using. These sensors work well between V6 and V9, and that corn's just really too tall to get through with a coulter injector. So that's kind of been a hurdle that we've had to overcome. Another big hurdle that I think a lot of dealers, as they start to look at adopting this technology, would be the fact that they may or may not have an agronomist on staff. And I think if you have a dealership that does not have an agronomist on staff, it's going to be a hard technology to really grasp and get your hands around it and sell it and promote it to the grower. So one of the things we at Ag Infotech have is we have two current CCAs, and we're looking at hiring a third CCA. And then we have one person in our organization that's trying to go for a CCA right now. So I think the more CCAs you can have on staff, the better understanding they're going to have of agronomics and how to utilize and implement a system like this in a grower's operation.
And what do you see as the future as far as, I guess, the potential for crop sensors as a tool, that dealers could really utilize, in I guess their precision arsenal? Where do we see this technology going?
Well, I don't see it being the next auto steer, but I do see it being one of the next rapidly advancing technologies in precision agriculture today. I think we're right at the bottom of the adoption curve. We have a few people that are using the technology. I know it's been a little slower to catch on than what some of the manufacturers expected, but I really think we're going to start to see a rapid uptake of this technology, and we're going to start to see that curve grow and see a lot of the sales starting to come out of this technology, because it's a technology that definitely works. It's good for the environment, it's good for the grower, it's good for the dealer that sells it, so I think it's definitely something that's going to be an overall